But most people are fucking lazy, they're fucking entitled, and they're fucking whingers. Oh, but even read some of the comments that'll be on this. I won't delete them, I'll leave them up.
Today's video, we start with a hydration chart. Am I hydrated? Aim for clear urine at least 10 times a day. Eat a diet rich in fresh fruits and vegetables. Drink a quart of water before meals. Thank you.
So I've got a question here. This is about being, oh God wants to get out of home. This is a very, very powerful video. I'm going to read off the screen. It's an email I got. I get emails every day. I get hundreds and hundreds of DMs, everything from nudes to like life questions, everything, propositions, business, marriage, etc. If you want my coaching 101, go to durianrider.com. And I'll leave a link. I'll pin it down below. I've got a Facebook group, maybe 400, 500, 600 people in there, and every day there's questions. So if you want my exact opinion on anything, it could be buying a new bike, it could be your first date advice, it could be how to avoid getting someone pregnant, it could be how to win a court case, it could be so many things, how to lose weight, how to get faster, how to set a PR in the marathon, how to get a hat like this, be an American Aussie badass, whatever it is, any fucking question you have, I answer it at Durian Rider's coaching group, right? There's a little paywall to get the trolls out. It's a private group. You can have an alias, you can have your real account, whatever. It's the best thing going on the internet in terms of if you want coaching, real world coaching, affordable, all questions answered. Let's get to the video. So, hi Harley, hope this finds you well, brother. I've been watching your content for many years, always inspired by your view on homelessness because I'm living in a very toxic environment now. I'll fast forward the basic, I'll summarize it. He's basically, he's blah, 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 blah. He'd rather be homeless than live here, all right? So, and I'm, bro, get out. He's 22, he's a vegan male, he's getting welfare benefits, and because he's entitled to that because he's a taxpayer, and he wants to go homeless to escape a toxic household, toxic people. The day I leave, I have no idea where to go or what I'm really going to do. All I know is it'll be so much better for me than staying where I am now. He's paranoid about becoming malnourished. So he's in Australia. I'll let you, for the context, he's going to be becoming a malnourished, homeless, Durian Rider vegan fan in Australia. That's not going to happen, bro. You're not going to become malnourished. He's getting monies and welfare. That's great to get him started. He's a taxpayer. He's entitled to that. He's loved the idea of living in Thailand, eating off the land, and blah, 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 blah. He doesn't have a passport, should get one and go over there, blah, blah, blah. So thank you for being a real cunt, respect, and he's appreciating some sort of response. So let's give him some response. And so basically 22-year-old male, living in Australia, getting the benefits, man, on easy street. You want to say something?
No,
okay. And so he's living on easy street. Like homeless in Australia is like, man, it's a different world from being big. If you're homeless in Rwanda or Angola or Kenya, that's hardcore, man. Or homeless in North Korea, that's real hardcore, all right? Homeless in Australia, I've been homeless in Australia, I've been homeless in the USA. It's fucking easy street, man. It's like, you go to California, you got free Wi-Fi from Starbucks, you got soup kitchens, you got all this free stuff, these resources, you got welfare in the US, you got welfare in Australia, in France you got welfare. You're sorted, man. You're sorted for money. You never have to worry about money ever again. Homeless is fantastic. Get yourself a bike, get yourself a little sleeping bag, get yourself some bike packing kit or some panniers off Gumtree cheap. And, you don't even need that. You can zip tie a sleeping bag, You can save your welfare money by camping out. It's crazy, man. Like, it's such a cool reality if you want it to be. Or you can be one of those people, those emotionally dark people going, I had it tough at home. I'm homeless. I got kicked out. Like, life sucks. I'm only living on $520 a fortnight. Like, this is shit, blah, 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 blah. You can be like that. Or it could be like, man, I've got $520 a week. That's 520 kilos of rice. That's 520. That's over a year's supply of food you get for free every fortnight. And there's people around the world. There's maybe 3 billion people around the world who live on less than $2 a day. All right? So let's keep it fucking real here. Your financial situation is better than most people on the planet. At least 50% of 3 billion people, you're living like a fucking king. You're living like a fucking king, all right? You're living a reality that most people in the world would never be able to exist. And what? Like, you get free money just by being an Australian passport holder. Same in the USA, you get free money, free welfare. I shouldn't say it's free money because you're a taxpayer, you're paying GST, you're paying taxes. It all goes in. It's part of the system. But you're living under the poverty line in Australia. $520 a week is fuck all money. It's nothing. But it's enough to live in Australia. You know, as a homeless vegan cyclist bikepacker, you could cycle around Australia. You could just do laps around Australia. You could start up a blog where you give people coaching advice, experiences. You can have a YouTube channel and be like, hey, I'm out here, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm going to do this trail on my bike. And man, you could make an incredible income and an incredible impact by being homeless. This is about flipping it, isn't it? It's just about flipping it. So some people are like, oh, poor you. Here's $2 in your little jar. Shake your little can. Here you go, mate. Here's a Big Mac. You got it tough. Or, you know, it's just whatever choice you're going to do, isn't it? You know, I was homeless at 17 on the street. So I'm talking from personal experience. You know, I didn't have rich parents. I didn't go to a private school. I didn't have my parents pay my way. If you have that, cool for you. Good for you. I didn't, you know, single mum. She was dead broke, busting her ass to pay the bills, pay the mortgage, etc. And I lived on the street when I was 17. Mum kicked me out because I wasn't following the rules. Best thing that ever happened. When it happened though, I didn't see that because I was a little 17-year-old entitled motherfucker. And, you know, but after about a year living out on the street and living in, you know, in little halfway houses and then eventually getting a little place of my own to rent, and, you know, I started to appreciate the work my mum was putting through to raise, you know, 3 kids as a single mum, blah, blah, blah. And so I had more gratitude, all right? And gratitude is the biggest thing you can have in your life. It doesn't matter how much money you got in the bank, it doesn't matter how hot you are, who you're fucking, who you're not fucking, who's fucking you, whatever. None of that matters. Doesn't matter. If you don't have gratitude, then you don't have nothing in life, really. You know, that's the biggest thing is gratitude. Because you see people out there in YouTube world or any world, maybe your family world, where they don't have gratitude and they are fucking suffering emotionally every second of the day, right? There's people in my life I've helped them out and they've had no gratitude toward me and they hate me and blah, 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 or say whatever. And you see the eyes of these people 50 years ago look really healthy, glowing, and now the gratitude's just been sapped from their face. And they might have a fit physique or a fancy lifestyle or whatever, but the gratitude's not there and they look ill. All right? Gratitude is the most important nutrient for human life, in my opinion. Gratitude is like, it shows on your face, it shows in your step, it shows in how you talk to people, it shows in how you see the world. Gratitude is so hard to get. Sometimes I have struggles with it. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? What are you grateful for, Harley? You know, just wake myself up. So gratitude's the biggest thing. So, bro, when I was 17, living out of home, kicked out of home for being a little brat, my biggest thing was like, who's going to clean my Nike Air 180s? My Nike International jacket's going to get dirty. And I was like, I don't know how to use a washing machine. You know, I was like, all these things. And I was just thinking, I remember laying there sleeping in these reed beds. I was freezing as fuck. It was February 1995. It was cold as. It was summer, but it was cold at night. And I'm, you know, in my Nike Air Maxes, sleeping on the reed beds. I think I'm cold, and I was seeing all these things. And some little voice came in my head, and it's like, Harley, harden the fuck up, mate. There's people in refugee camps and shit, you know what I mean? Doing it really tough. What the fuck are you doing? Right? And then I just said, it's like, oh, well, I'm grateful that, you know, I'm in Australia, I can get welfare, I'm safe, there's no bombs dropping around me. I'm actually loving sort of camping out, weirdly enough. This is sort of cool because I think I just saw an owl. And I've never really seen an owl. And was that an owl or am I just tripping? You know, so I think this cat's a bit stuck on the door. So so come back to having that gratitude. So that was 1995. So I've been on a gratitude trip that increases every year since then. So that was something. So I think, man, just get out, and don't. Here's a big thing. Don't burn bridges with your family, even if they're toxic and fucked up. They've molested you or they've done crazy shit or whatever. Understand that damaged people try and damage other people. All right, just don't get into property debt. Just breathe and say, I'm gonna go on a bike trip, or I'm gonna go and, you know, I've got a friend who needs some help. I'm gonna go help him out. Hey, mum, dad, thanks a lot. You know, catch us around. All right, don't be trashing the house or just going, fuck you, I'm out of here. No, just say I'm gonna go help a friend out. They're going through a tough period in life, and I just want to give them a bit of support. All right, and that tough friend is you, bro. You know, so. But here's the thing, man, you're fucking, it's in summertime, It's in Australia. It's fucking, man, there's people like, there's backpackers here that fly from Scotland or Lithuania or UK to come to Australia to get a working visa, and they're spraying they're working on these mango farms or fruit farms or meat farms, mad dangerous jobs. They're handling carcinogenic pesticides, rodenticides, herbicides, suicide, uticide. They're handling these toxic products just to get enough money to live in Australia, to have a working visa, and they're just the lowest of the low jobs in Australia, just to have a job, just to be in Australia, and they're grateful for it. And so you're just in Australia by default because you're an Aussie passport. So man, no matter how hard you fucking got it, you are fucking winning because you have an Australian passport. Biggest thing though is that gratitude passport, right? So you always remember that. No matter how hard you got it or whatever, I got an Aussie passport and I'm pretty fucking lucky, man. So yeah, don't burn bridges when you move out of home. Just move out. If you have to run away, run away. But maybe give them a call anyway. Just send them a little message and say, hey, everything, I'm all good, blah, blah, blah. You might be angry at your parents, but man, they might have drug issues or alcohol issues or Xanax issues. Man, there's so many damaged people out there. Just go on Instagram. Look at some of the shit people write about me. Damaged people, man. Damaged goods. So can you imagine if I ran around every day taking it personally what people would write about me on the internet or come on Instagram or whatever or the DMs I get. Can you imagine if I took that personally? Like, what would happen to my face, man? I'd have no glow, I'd have no go. I'd just be drained and hating the world, hating people. All right? Don't let damaged people damage you. Have empathy. Just go, the person made some bad life choices, now they're blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to make that same choice, I'd have to point it out to them because they already know, everyone knows. And so just breathe in, breathe out, Another big thing is don't use any street drugs, man. Don't even use any drugs. Don't use any caffeine. Don't use any alcohol. There's nothing in my system right now. I'm totally natty. No caffeine, nothing in my system. No Ritalin, no meth, no Adderall or Coke or whatever. All right? You don't need that stuff. You want to have clear thoughts, all right? So that's a huge one for me as a spider, then. You're probably like me, you got ADD anyway, so you don't need stims. That's just who you are by default when you're on point. So, don't do that because that shit clouds your head, man. It clouds your choices, all right? You want to have early nights, you want to have carbohydrates, you want to be piss and clear, having water. If you're living, you say you're living in Victoria, it's summer, man, I would go up to the, I'd get a bike, I'd go up to the ski fields, cruise around there, and camp out and just read some, Henry David Thoreau. Read some cool stuff. Watch the movie Into the Wild. That's a really cool one to watch, man. You got a phone, you got Wi-Fi, you got internet. You got all these fucking resources, man. In 1995, I had none of this shit. Man. It was so much harder. Now it's just like, fuck, man. You're getting advice from me. Just from one email that I happened to see, bro. You're getting free advice from a 42-year-old person who's had all this experience with internet, with homelessness, with self-made money, with women, with fitness, with all sorts of things, You're getting this free information just because you clicked an email, all right? So just have that gratitude, man. Not for me or just for how it is, for the situation you're in, man, all right? If you're ever feeling bad, go and watch the internet of what's going on in some refugee camps or what's going on in, the orphanages, man, the orphans, all right? Who's thinking about the orphans, man, all right? Like that's some real shit going on there, out there in Philippines or Kenya or whatever, North Korea, anywhere, the orphans, man. You are just kicking ass, bro. That's why I have such a staunch distaste for any ungrateful motherfuckers out there who whine about, it's like, come on, man. There's people out there in the world doing it real tough, like real fucking tough. Like I couldn't imagine, you couldn't imagine, all right? So stop this whining bullshit. I need medication for this and I'm feeling a bit depressed for that. And it's like, come on, man. Harden the fuck up. Gratitude the fuck up. Seriously, all right? I even got to pull my head in sometimes. I might have a split second nanogram of a spit like, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Don't slip down there. Don't slip into the path of worshipping the god of status quo, feeling overly entitled. Step back, bro. Step back. Be a man. Be a rock. All right? Be stable. So that's the tip, man. That's the tip. Enjoy it, man. You are crushing it, bro. But get out today. Don't burn the bridges. Pack your bag. Donate your stuff. Just have your bike. Have your clothes in your bag. That's all I had when I was 17. I didn't even have a bike. Literally, my mum got all my possessions and shipped them off to my brother in Perth 2,800 k's away. She's like, go and live with your brother in Perth. And Jason's like, yeah, come and live with us. And I'm like, I don't want to go to Perth, all my mates are here, blah, blah, blah. But my mates were also just 17-year-old druggies as well. And good guys, and we had good fun, but it, you know, things go on, all right? So you're going to put a lot of importance into social circles. It doesn't fucking matter, all right? All right? And it doesn't matter, man, because people do drugs, they get into fucked up shit, and don't hang out with people who do drugs, man, all right? Don't hang out with people who do drugs. If you hang out with people who do drugs, like on a weekly basis, whatever, that's the vortex that is downhill, man, from there. It doesn't make them bad people, it's just a bad choice. And if you hang out with people like that, you're probably going to make those choices as well. I personally don't hang out with people who drink alcohol more than a few times a year or do drugs, stuff like that. Maybe EPO, etc. Accepted, but, you know, it's, otherwise it's just bad vibes, man, you know. And trust me on that one. This is the best advice you're ever going to get. This is the best advice I can give to someone who's 22. This is the best advice you're going to get, man. Simple as that, because no one's going to take the time out of the day to tell this information, and a lot of people don't have the experience I have, you know. So this is what I would have loved to have heard when I was 17, living on the street, thinking I was doing it tough, but I wasn't doing it even fucking close to tough, man, you know. So anyway, to answer your question about malnourishment, like, unless you're like anorexic, bro, you're never gonna have malnourishment issues, all right? So I'm assuming you're not anorexic, and anorexia is a choice, all right? So in Australia as well, we have enough food here. You can always get rice, man. You can always get bread at the bakery. You can get jam from Coles. You've got enough money, bro. You're not gonna get malnourished. The things we have in our head when we're 22 or 17 or whatever, I'm gonna be malnourished. I won't be able to clean my Nike Air 180s. Just the shit we worry about that we can look back later and go, man, what was I thinking about? You know, it's literally, there was this lounge here is from Hard Rubbish. Me and Natasha carried about 1K. It's like a $3,000 lounge suite. You know, it's leather, but it's from Hard Rubbish. And Natasha wanted a lounge. I thought it'd be great. We sort of cleaned it up, a bit dusted the bikes, and moved them to another spot at the house. So, you know, I'm breathing easy now. But anyway, so this sofa here, most people wouldn't take it because it's from Hard Rubbish. They're like, no, I want to pay $3,000 for a leather lounge suite. One, I wouldn't buy leather because I want to support that. If it's free, instead of going to landfill, I'll use it for sure. It's better than buying a new one, synthetic and all those pollutants, formaldehyde, etc. That's off gas, it's more clean, it's better. But before, there was, most people wouldn't sit on that couch. I was like, no, it's from Hard Rubbish, it's dirty, it's clean as, it's hardly being used. Just rich people throwing shit out. But under there before, there was a blue-tongued lizard, right? This lizard, about that long, came into the house. Maybe I'll put some B-roll in there. But most people would be like, get a shovel and just fucking kill it. Oh, it's a blue tongue, call the cops, call the snake rescue, oh my God, I live in a jungle. We're going to do more pesticide. We're going to hire a landscaper, clear all the bushes out the yard. And people are fucking freaking out, you know. Do you want to live like that? You know? So every day, every moment-to-moment situation, we have our thoughts. And that's the only thing we can control in our life. We can control our thoughts, all right? That's the only thing we have 100% control over is our thoughts. We can't control our food. What's on the food? You don't know what's on the food. You don't know where it's been. Really? Do you? You don't. All right. Even you can grow the food, but the air's on the food, the pollutants on the food. You can't control that. You know, I'm putting it in plastic. Well, there's plastic on it. You can't. You know what I mean? You can control your thoughts, though. I'm thinking that you change that thought. You can control that. All right. So the only thing we can have control over is thoughts and emotions. So if you're gonna be a homeless person flipping out about malnourishment or whatever, then you're gonna have a really fucked up time. You know, whether you're homeless or not. So be careful of the thoughts you believe in. Even today there was someone in my Facebook group said, oh, you know, I'm being harassed by YouTube. They're spamming me with this YouTube paid thing. And I'm like, be careful with the word of harassment. Because if you think that's harassment, that's not harassment, that's marketing. All right, so if you're living in a world where you're on your phone all day and adverts are coming up in your consciousness and you're like, oh my God, I'm being harassed, I'm being attacked. That's fucking psychosis, man. That's paranoia. And that shit ain't healthy, all right? It's marketing. For my definition of harassment would be someone who bricks my house every day for like it's 2 months. That's harassment, all right? Or someone who makes 200 videos about you on YouTube. That's sort of harassment. But even then, it's first world problems. So breathe in, breathe it out, fuck it, who cares? All right, so understand that thing. People say, yo, you're homeless, man. Whoa, man, that's a big deal, man. Fuck, man, that's fucked, man. Shit, bro, like, oh man, what you gonna do? Bro, you're free. You're fucking free. You don't have to make your bed. There's no one to tell you what to do. You're free. Alright? You're freer now being homeless than you'll ever be in the rest of your life. So fucking enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. I didn't answer your question about going to Thailand. Definitely go to Thailand, all right? But first, you need money for that. When you leave Australia, you'll forfeit your Centrelink, your welfare benefits. So you'll need some money in the bank so you can save up all your Centrelinks and then go over to Thailand on that. Another option would be move to Adelaide and collect cans and bottles. You can make $100 a day if you're working hard. So it's $100 a day, Aussie. So that's $700 a week. So if you do that per month, that's $2,800 a month. So if you do that for 3 months, you can probably have about 10 grand in the bank. If you work your fucking ass off, you could literally save $8,000 to $10,000. You know, $8,000 to $10,000 in a 3-month period. That would last you 2 years in Thailand. Right? So you could work hard for 3 months in Australia at can collecting, plus your welfare, and you're going to have 8 to 10 grand in your pocket. And that'll be 2 years in Thailand. In Thailand, you could teach English, you know. So then you're set for life, all right? So, and I know people have done this, all right? But most people are fucking lazy, they're fucking entitled, and they're fucking whingers. Oh, but even read some of the comments that'll be on this. I won't delete them, I'll leave them up, all right? So people are fucking lazy, they're fucking whingers, they're fucking complacent, apathetic, and they want to blame other people, all right? So remember that. It's not the conditions that control us, it's ourselves. We're our biggest, up here is the biggest enemy, man. Alright, so there you go. So that answers your question. I'll definitely go to Thailand for winter. Failing that, go to Cairns, Darwin, and work an organic fruit farm. Hard workers are always wanted, right? There's a massive, massive shortage of hard workers in Australia, right? Ask any employer, what's the hardest thing in your job? It'd be finding fucking workers who want to work and don't have fucking excuses. They're not doing drugs. They're not turning up late to work. You know, so if you're sober, you fucking work hard. You're carved up. You turn up on time. You fucking do what it takes, mate. There's unlimited work for you. All right, especially once you get your foot in the door, there's unlimited fucking work out there. Unlimited. Easy. Making 100 grand a year, fucking easy if you're working hard. 100%. Easy as, man. Just a choice in the moment, bro.